Alright, you are good to go. Cleared for takeoff. Alright, now we're actually going to get into casting this a little bit more, because honestly, we have a lot of people from Blaston who are at the very least interested in this game. And I want to make a good impression, because this is still one of the best. We didn't reach out to CCP Helmar today. Oh my goodness. Well, so much for casting. That's urgent. That's urgent right now. We're gonna do both at the same time. Radon actually picked up an early point there. So I think a good topic to talk about with ReapeR is what essentially defense looks like in this game, or the meta of defense, because ReapeR's really good at being defensive without actually shield holding. Shield holding's kind of a term that it hasn't really been solidified. It's mostly just set out of frustration most of the time. Ooh, that one passing right in front of Radon. Surprised that doesn't hit him. But essentially, you don't want to shield hold to the point where your opponent is throwing right into your shield. But you do want to get your ball back right before your opponent lets go of the ball. So they're sort of unsure as to what you're going to be throwing, which allows you to just hold on to the shield and be very defensive with it. So, hey, this is double elimination. I don't know if I clarified that, but I will clarify it now. You have 2 lives in this tournament. Thus why the seedings are sort of weird for round 1. It's really setting up for round 2. But if you lose once, you go down to loser's bracket, and if you lose there again, then it's it. You're out. Completely. Mrs. Token? Let me tell you, I love the trends of everyone's spouses coming into chat as well. Chamunda had their spouse in chat during fight nights, and it was the cutest thing in the world. Cute? Cute. Yeah, we're gonna roll with cute. Back and forth here. Radon actually holding more than his own against ReapeR here. ReapeR only's got a 3-strike advantage right now. Alright. 1 sec as I tell CCP Helmar to come join. Come join. Could you imagine he just pops into the tank? Hey, Doppler, how's it going? That was the nice thing about having a co-caster yesterday too, was during all this administrative stuff where, Radon taking his second point against ReapeR there with a nice bounce shot. Oh, ReapeR taking it right back though. Darn. It's alright, we welcome noobs here. Hey listen, someone's gotta get out during round 1 of losers. Whatever I posted to here. Alright. The goal is to get Helmar in chat. We want Helmar in chat, y'all. Yep. Woo. If you're new and you would like to play, and you would like to start getting to the point where you can play better opponents consistently, I would, and I'm obviously biased here, but I would highly suggest you come and play in fight nights. ReapeR taking his 3rd point there. Radon's got 13 strikes. This is a pretty shoot. I may have seeded Radon and myself lower than I needed to. Oh, ReapeR took a. Did he take a third point right there? Yeah, I think he did. Okay, you know what? Just for sake of getting him in here, we're gonna go ahead and just drop that in chat. We're just gonna drop it right there in chat. If you want to go, I don't know, retweet, spam more memes at Helmar, ask him how he likes the new quest that he got. I would go ahead and do that right there on using that link. ReapeR's hitting these bounce shots. They're nasty, but they aren't connecting. ReapeR having to step out all the way outside his play zone in order to get out of the way of that. First round going to ReapeR. I do not know what this is, Gem City, but it got flagged by my auto mod. Oh, there you go. You finally made the video. Okay, I'll release that. I'm fine with this. Ooh, seeing a little bit of resolution drop. We're gonna go ahead and make sure that's all caught up to date. ReapeR's a little bit ahead on strikes. So I'm also gonna be talking about the differences between, you never made the fall. I do have something now completely different in my, ooh, ReapeR taking first point. I think what I wanna do is make a video kind of explaining what the, sort of half review, half talking about my experience with Spark. I mean, outside of the whole streaming bit. Because it's one of those games where it's interesting because, you know, we started to see the first inklings of it in Blaston yesterday. And it's something that happens with a lot of mature VR games. And I don't mean mature as in like mature content. I mean like has existed for a while. The ability to do any action you want to in VR means that you can discover some pretty crazy techniques. Ooh, ReapeR taking a second point. The thing that you'll probably see the most early in your, I was gonna say this match, but honestly, both these players are really good, so both of these players are probably experienced. But what you'll see them doing, ooh, ReapeR taking his third point, is moving their hand through the ball as it's coming towards them, which we call a slap shot. And that allows you to get your ball out essentially on the first frame possible. And because it retains some of its initial curve, or its initial rotation, you can do some pretty crazy throws by slap shotting a ball that's coming back at you at a strange angle. One example of that is and we haven't seen it at all in this match, but I'll try to maybe show it during my next match. Radon taking a point, not going down with a 4-0 here. A good example is the what I call the Rinsler shot. Rinsler's in chat, so that's fucking cool. Hey, Rinsler. I still call it because he used to kill me with it every single game that we played. And it's where you essentially do a down curve on the ball as it's coming back towards you. And so as soon as it hits a surface, it'll immediately jut off in the opposite direction. And sort of we'll see it maybe later when Scarecrowbar and Scondi get in here. But both of them have shots. I forget what exactly we decided on the name for that. I think they're cabbage shots. If you do a Rinsler shot off the corner of the arena, it'll slide all the way across your opponent's play area. So it's really good for catching out opponents who may be getting a little bit too used to dodging onto their left-hand side of their play area. A pumpkin shots. There's gonna be more videos coming down the line pretty soon, but it's kind of hard to script a how to play video. As weird as it sounds, it should be the simplest thing in the world, but... Oh, and ReapeR takes the win! Great game, y'all. Great game. Alright, Radon, you are moving down to the loser's bracket. Next up is going to be Scondi and Mr. Token.